Hi, my name is Sarah, and I will be talking to you today about how exercise and dancing improves brain health with Mike and Wade. The brain is always active. It is made of billions of cells called neurons, which reach out to each other within the brain and make connections. Your brain sends messages to the body throughout these connections. The more these connections are used, the stronger the brain. If you don't use some of these connections, that's okay. Your brain will get rid of them and create new connections to be used instead. This concept of use it or lose it is the foundation of how neuroplasticity works. So why would your brain need to be able to communicate with the rest of your body while dancing? Well, there are a bunch of answers. Let's look at some individual parts of the brain to figure out what they communicate to the rest of the body. The frontal lobe of the brain helps you to physically move. This part of the brain would need to communicate with the rest of the body to tell your arm to actually move, like the little stick figure is here. The parietal lobe helps you to figure out where your body is in space. For example, this would help you to know how close you are to other objects and which side of the body things are on. This is helpful when dancing so you don't run into anything and you are doing the movements on the appropriate side of the body. The occipital lobe helps you to see things in front of you. This is especially helpful when you are trying to watch your instructor or a TikTok video to learn how these dances work. The temporal lobe is responsible for learning and memory. This is especially helpful while dancing to learn various dance moves and to remember them later. The cerebellum is very important in helping you keep your balance. This is super helpful in dancing because who wants to fall over in the middle of a dance? That would be embarrassing. Yikes. So looking at the individual parts of the brain, we can see that each part has an important job while you are dancing. Each part of the brain needs to be able to communicate with the rest of your body to make sure you are performing the dance as shown and you are doing it safely.
We believe it is important for you to understand how powerful your brain is. To do so, we are going to ask you to repeat some TikTok dances and brain break activities. These exercises will be both physical and mental, helping your brain grow connections and receive the nutrients from exercising.
Vocês colam no banco, as mina com as bi, paga de trap e não sabe mentir.
Vocês colam no banco, com as mina com as bi, paga de trap e não sabe mentir.
When I wake up in the morning, I roll up and count my money. I'm so wavy, I'm so wavy, I'm so wavy.
Wake up in the morning, I roll up and count my money. I'm so wavy, I'm so wavy, I'm so wavy, I'm so.
Part of our presentation, we'll be talking about brain breaks. This will be the first brain break activity. Take your hands, extend your pointer fingers out, put one pointer finger on your nose, take your other pointer finger, go through your arm to your ear. Now switch them. And switch them again, and keep switching them.
For this brain break activity, all you're going to need is to use your two hands. You're going to have a peace sign on one hand, and you're going to have the rock and roll sign on the other hand. And then you switch them.
So for the next brain break, we'll take both of your fingers and point them directly at each other. You'll take one hand and rotate it away from you. The other hand, you'll rotate towards you. It'll go in opposite directions and you'll continue like this. So you'll take one hand and you'll move it away from you. The other hand, you'll rotate towards you. And it'll go in opposite directions, and you'll just continue like this.
After watching the TikTok videos and brain break activities, take a moment and think about how hard or easy the actions were. If you found the dances easy, or the brain break activities easy, then you most likely have strong connections in your brain that allow you to do so. If you are having more difficulty with these exercises, that means the connections in your brain are still forming to remember how to do these exercises. The difficulties you've experienced while performing the brain breaks and the TikTok dances is likely due to a phenomena called cross-lateralization. Such a big word actually has a simple definition. It turns out the different sides of your brain control different sides of your body. This ultimately means the difficulty you've had doing the TikTok dances and exercises is likely due to new connections forming between your body and your brain.
Dancing is not only good for your physical health, but it is good for your mental health as well. Like dancing, the exercises such as shown on here are also good for your brain health.
This video serves as an initial draft to our project. There are other reasons we want to talk about how exercise and performing these dances are beneficial to brain health. It's just that we are still having to decide how deep into the weeds we're going to get with simplifying the information. Thanks for watching our video.